Well, there are some things to be said about small towns. Everybody knows everybody. You seem to have a friend no matter where you turn. The folks in small towns know how to work and know how to play, and sometimes end the day doing the watermelon crawl. If those words sound familiar, you'll know our next guest, singer-songwriter Tracy Byrd, who is performing at Carey Fest Saturday night. Did you recognize some of those lyrics there?
I love the way you were able to weave that intro together. That's perfect. That's perfect.
Well, it's so good to talk to you. You know, I grew up listening to country music in the 90s, so many of your songs, you know, I still know every single word to. Just, you know, it's like ingrained in my brain. So I love that you're still touring and you're going to be here in the area. So what can people expect from your performance at Carey Fest?
Well, they can expect all of those hits that you remember and that you so kindly were telling me about. And thank God we had them, you know, that we had some songs that people remember and songs that, like you said, when you said you were preparing for this segment, that you had all these memories of the videos and the songs in the 90s and the 2000s. And I've been really blessed with some great music, and still love playing it every night for all the folks. People singing the songs back to me, you know, 30 years later. So it's pretty good.
Absolutely.
It'll be a good show in Carey for sure.
Yeah, they remember them just like I do. You know, Watermelon Crawl, as I mentioned there in the introduction, was probably one of your real big fun hits. And I remember that music video of, you know, you're getting off the bus and, you know, the women are painting the signs and the watermelons, and it just so much fun. How does it feel to, you know, bring that energy to the stage?
Well, it's still the highlight of my night. I mean, you know, we have to travel, and all the travel is not very fun, and it's old after all these years. But I got to say, I really am enjoying my time on stage probably more now than I did way back then. I mean, it's just a lot of fun. It's what I love to do. It's kind of all come full circle, you know, in life and in the performance and in the job, and I just still enjoy it so much, and people still want to hear it, you know, and the fact that they still sing along to these songs that I put out so long ago, that's the payoff every night for me.
You know, you did have some great ballads too. Keeper of the Stars is one of my favorites, and just the lyrics they really tug at you. So what was some of your inspiration, you know, for writing these songs?
Well, you know, like most people, I got a lovely wife that we've been married 32 years this year, and then I got 3 beautiful kids, which actually the Keeper of the Stars video, my daughter, my wife and my daughter are in that video, and my daughter was about 6 months old, and she's 30 years old now. So that's the inspiration right there.
Your family, that's wonderful, and I love that you can celebrate 32 years of marriage. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So when you're doing all this traveling, you're from Texas, right? And you still live in Texas, but what's it like? What's your travel schedule like? Are you all over the place or what?
Oh, it's crazy. Like right now, the way we pretty much do it every summer is like we're in Ohio right now, and we've got I think 18 shows in the next 26 days. And so the couple of days we have off every week, we find a place to leave the bus, secure a place to leave the bus up here, and we fly home to Texas for couple of 2 or 3 days, and then we get on a plane and fly back up here and start the tour back over, you know. So it's kind of never ending through the summer, and we just thank God for airplanes to get us home and get us back.
Yeah, and then in between, you know, take the bus and travel all over. What is it like to visit all these, you know, maybe smaller towns or even some bigger towns? What's it like seeing the country like that?
Well, you know, a lot of these places, it's interesting that, you know, there's a lot of places to play, but you end up playing places multiple times throughout a career that's 30 years long, and so it's pretty neat coming back. Like my show last night in Gallipolis at the Gallia County Fair. I played there 30 years ago, and I met the Queens from 30 years ago. That the Queens Court like came out, and you know, they were everything from 6 years old to about 16 years old 30 years ago, and so they all
Funny.
came out last night and wanted to recreate our photo from 30 years ago. So it's pretty neat. You see people, you make friends, you meet people, and you just come to these different, like you say, larger communities, larger cities, smaller towns, smaller communities. You see America, the true America. True United States in all forms, and so it's really neat in that respect. My career has allowed me to see a lot of things that most people don't get to see.
That's true. And how wonderful is it to be able to say, 35 years later, you're still out there singing these songs. So
it's very wonderful.
Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today. Again, Carey Fest, you'll be performing Saturday night. We hope you enjoy your stay here in Northwest Ohio.
Well, I know we will. And thank you for having me on the show. I really appreciate it.
You bet. Take care.